I've been waiting for him. It's not. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I'm listening.
I hear you. I hear you squat about 500 pounds.
Yes, sir.
That's something we heard. I think it was Nash Jones was telling us about it at media day or something. So, how is that possible? We hear all these linemen that are squatting 500 pounds. We get it. They're 300. What are you? 200 pounds or so?
Yeah, about 200. Yes, sir. I say it's just physical gifts. I've been under Coach Huth for a few years. He's a great strength coach. I really just owe it all to him. Really, we say around here we say body by Huth. So you know what I'm saying. That's body by Huth.
Has it increased your how much you can squat since you've been under Huth?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I definitely was not. Yeah, I didn't come out of high school doing 500 or anything. So it's a lot of things to Coach Huth really.
When you hear about like the tush push with Philly and you see Jalen Hurts, he squats a lot. You ever try and get in there, get under center on some of these 4th and 1s with the coach?
And they don't want to see me out there. They don't want to see me under the center. Nah, I might take somebody's spot, man. I don't know, but nah.
Playing safety, we'll switch to on the field. Playing safety, there's been some changes with Torrey Spears going out, but you and Sean Holton, you guys have known each other a long time. You're roommates, if I have that correct. What goes into the symbiosis of the two of y'all playing out there and building chemistry together, and how important is that for those two safety positions?
Man, this is very important. Luckily, like you said, I've played with him for a few years now. It comes naturally, honestly. It's automatic. We kind of feed off each other's energy out there. If he makes a play, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, I got to make a play so I can, so I can hold it, get his back. There's sometimes some plays out there where it's like, hey, I'm about to go jump this. Like we hope, get me over the top. So it's big chemistry, big trust in Sean, and big trust in all my safeties. But yeah.
The defense, a good outing for them last game. They really held on and were able to get the Bobcats that win. Do you feel like this defense is finding its rhythm now after 7 games into the season, coming off a bye? Do you think it's all starting to gel with so many new guys?
Yes, sir. For sure, especially with, this season we've had a lot of injuries. A lot of guys banged up this week, coming off a bye week. We're looking forward to another game like ULM, like shutting them out as far as holding them, containing them for sure. Like you said, like every week I feel like our goal is to get better. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that the chemistry and the bond between all of us is definitely it's coming together for sure.
Was kind of a lot of injuries happening in that defensive back group. How do y'all, as a unit, try to overcome those? And just, I guess, has it also made y'all a little bit closer to each other, especially when so many people are kind of going down?
Yes, for sure. When somebody goes down, the first thing is somebody's got to step up. And we've had to put a lot of trust into a lot of guys. Me, for example, when Torrey goes down, it's like, well, Culp, you're up. Just do your job. Hold the standard. We always say, like, hold the standard every game, every practice, every day. So yeah, a lot of it is just trusting the next guy up.
With this Troy offense coming into San Marcos, just looking over at the film, what are you going to be expecting from this offense?
They like to run the ball. They like to control the game. They're not looking for big explosive plays. Honestly, they're going to do their job. They're going to take the 3-yard run, 3-yard run, and just try and pound it. Time possession was like 30 minutes a game. That's their whole goal is just protect their defense, and keep the clock moving.
Kamani Vidal, you just mentioned they like to run a lot. They have a pretty good running back in Vidal. What do you know about him, and how are you preparing for him?
Very patient back. Again, like I said, not very explosive as far as his speed, but very patient back. One of the best we're going to play this year. And physical runner for sure. They got 2 backs, both very good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and their quarterback Gunnar Watson, he's got some good weapons. We just heard GJ say one of them it might be the best in the Sun Belt, number 6 for Troy.
Yes, sir.
How are you scouting their pass offense? What are you looking at there?
Shoot, we've got Coach Packey puts together a great game plan every week. We have full trust in him. Most of the time it just obviously depends on formation and the call, but. We trust our corners. We trust our safeties to go play man. But obviously there's a little more emphasis on know where this guy is. So nothing crazy. We're not scared or anything. We don't fear anybody. Fear no names. But definitely keep an eye on here. Keep an eye right there. So.
We know you'll have some weapons back this week on defense. Dan Foster, Josh Eaton, here, and Taven Coleman left last game. He'll be back. How important are those guys to this defense to get that chemistry like you were talking about?
Big parts. They're vocal leaders. I mean, even Jordan Revels, he came back ULM game, but I mean, he didn't even play all the snaps that that he usually is, that he's used to. So having all of those guys back is key. It's vital to our defense because, I mean, first, those guys, vocal leaders, but they're going to bring it every play. They're going to make sure the standard in their position group and as a defense, like, we're all running to the ball. We all, we're all just doing our job. So it's essential for them to be here.
The defense, I don't know if they've put in a full good 4 quarters in a game. You had bad first half against Nevada, good second half, good first half of Louisiana, tough second half, and then against Monroe, obviously played well all around. How do you all get a 4-quarter effort out of the defense, knowing that Troy is a team that can score points in a bunches in a hurry?
I think. Actually, can you repeat your question? I'm sorry.
About the fact that defense has had some halves of the game where they've played well and other halves they have not. How do you get a full 4 quarters knowing that Troy's a team that can pile up the yards and the points in a hurry?
Yes, sir. Definitely playing off of each other. Continuously doing our job. I mean, ULM was very close to a 4-quarter game. So we just want to build off that. We want to build off this bye week. We've had 2 weeks prepare for these guys, and I mean we're all very confident. So I mean we just prepare as usual. Hold that standard, do our job, and we'll be fine.
A lot of the players that were here last year are not used to playing in big conference games, maybe outside of the Appalachian State game last year. You and Sean, a lot of others that came over from UIW, obviously are used to playing in big games in the playoffs. How do you work with these guys that maybe are not used to playing in big conference games? What do you tell them? How do you get them prepared?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of these guys, they're open-minded. Like they're not, they're not closed off or anything. Like as far as they listen. And as far as the guys that have been here and transferred in, I mean, we've got guys who really underneath the last coaching staff, not to talk about them, but they didn't have the opportunity to play in those games, but they were meant for these games. We've got very talented players, and I mean, I'm not worried about anybody thinking the lights are too big.
You and Sean are DFW guys. I mean, you went to school in Dallas. He went to Fort Worth. I don't know if you guys ever played against each other, but obviously you guys are used to playing against these big-time teams and players. So what's it like going up again, being able to use that experience playing against DFW guys now that you're in college?
I mean, and go off track a little bit. I actually played Sean in high school. He got a little tackle on me or whatever. But I think Texas high school football, college, like it's big. Like it's the love. It's just everybody loves the game. So I mean, I think using those experiences, like you said, we're used to being here. I mean, this is nothing different. So I mean, I think we'll be all right.